Hello everyone, it's Rad. Welcome to Radko Tarot channel, and this video is going to contain a general tarot reading, and for that reason, as general tarot reading, the reading itself is going to relate to different subjects and situations and is going to manifest itself in a different way with every single different person. Now, in case you are interested to know about specifically about your personal situation, you can check out my website, which is listed here in the display, or it is as well shown in the description of the video. And there you are going to find, visiting it, you are going to find on a very front page full list of my services as well as their pricing, starting from just as little as $12 for the recorded readings and $15 for the private call readings. Apart from that, if you want to see me live, or you want to contribute with an event on me, you can check out my Facebook page, which as well you can see here on the video or in the description down below, and consider sharing and subscribing the video, because this is a one-man operation and your support does helps a lot. That being said, I want you now to lay back comfortably and enjoy the show. All right, so this is going to be a reading for a Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. Weekly reading for July 15th to July 21st, 2019. And bear with me a second, guys, to shuffle the tarot cards. And we're gonna jump straight away to the spread and the reading. All right, so the first card, which represents the topic for Taurus this week, this is going to be the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the second card, which stands for the challenges that Taurus needs to face throughout the week. This is going to be the Six of Wands. Afterwards, we do have the positive aspect of the week for Taurus. That is going to be the Sun card. And then the last one, which stands for the guidance that Tarot has for Taurus, this is going to be the Moon card. So let's run the cards one more time, and then we're going to scrutinize the reading completely. All right, so Eight of Pentacles, it is the topic of the week, followed by the Six of Wands, which stands for the challenges. Then it is the Sun card, which represents the positive aspect. And then the last one, that will be the Moon card, which stands for the guidance for Taurus. All right, so for what it seems, guys, this week is gonna mark something like a beginning. I would say that it's not exactly, how can I describe it? It's not exactly a grand flow type of beginning, all right, but it marks the beginning of a thing that you probably planned for a long time, or you hoped for to have a chance to start doing for a long time. Now, the problem here, especially if the reading applies into your career, so the problem is going to be that probably you are going to face either the appreciation or the rewards that accompanies this drive of yours, okay? But these rewards and appreciation are going to come further down the road in the future. So let's say that you do a big favor to your boss, okay, but your boss is not going to appreciate that straight away. It is just probably in a couple of weeks from now, or in a couple of months from now, they are going to see, how productive or how helpful you are. So the topic itself here, it is the Eight of Pentacles, excuse me. So this card in generally points to this initiation of a thing which took either a long time to prepare, or you hope for to have a chance to do something about it for quite a long time. And now for this week as a topic, it does urges you to have a keen eye, excuse me, for the minor details out there, so you can take absolutely everything, let's say, under consideration, and start tackle with from the small issues that are residing into the matter, and making your way up to the bigger enterprises, should I say that way, that concerns the situation itself. Sometimes though the Eight of Pentacles call for the, excuse me if my pronunciation of this word, it's kind of a little bit off, but it's because of the sounds of my native alphabet. It's a bit difficult to pronounce this word, but it should go as conscientiousness, something like that. It's conscientiousness, when you do something with great amounts of care, all right, and accountability as well. The accompanied card here is going to be the Eight of Cups, and so this plays a couple of roles here, and it does depend what your situation is, all right. That could be a restart or it could be a substitution, and let me tell you what I mean here. So it could be that you have planned with your husband to go on a vacation a couple of years ago into Hawaii, let's say, all right, but something happened midway and this vacation couldn't take place. And this is something that it is taking a long time to develop. You're waiting for that moment, for this chance again to happen, you know, for a couple of years. And now this week you do have that chance to have a second go on this enterprise. Or it could be that you are, you know, chasing this woman, all right, to be with her, but she had a boyfriend back then in the past, okay, or she chose someone over you, and now as she's single once again, you do have a chance to initiate another, let's say, conquest to get that woman for you. It could be as well a male. I'm trying to be gender neutral here because I am getting, you know, criticized that I am kind of like giving more as a I'm focusing more on examples given to like a women's subject, right? And I'm doing that simply because the majority of my audience probably is a women. I mean, tarot cards is more like a women thing, and that's why I'm doing it, not because I am biased in any way. But yeah, and the substitution could be that, you know, something you try to do something good either into your career, either into your relationship. It didn't happen, all right, but this was not the only ace in your sleeve, and now you get to do something different, which is good, that will have the same positive impact upon the situation. And as I said here, with the challenging card, these which you are those which you are expecting to have an appreciative opinion and to really, how can I place it, pet you by your shoulder and tell you good job, they're not going to do that, unfortunately, for numerous reasons, either because they are occupied with something else, or either because this is not something important for them right now, and etc, etc, or either because they are getting it for granted at this particular point. The thing with the Six of Wands is that, as a challenge here, is that you may expect, you know, that whatever you're trying to push forward with, all right, it's going to be faced with a lot of applause. These applause ain't gonna come around, unfortunately, in this week, but this doesn't mean that you are on the wrong path. Just on the contrary, as the Sun suggests, which is the next card. Just because you don't have a confirmation of the positivity that you are exerting in your life, it doesn't mean that you are not exerting anything positive in there. The accompanied card here is going to be the Hierophant. And the formation here, it is a active neutrals that we do have, and with the Hierophant card, it does look like that you may build up some doubt within yourself, like I said, that you are not on the right track, you know, or you're doing something in vain. You are trying to step out in a futile way, if I may express myself that way. And exactly these kind of like standpoints of an emotional state should not be a thing that have to make you withdraw, right? Even if you stand alone against the world, in this case that is within your head, because the world simply doesn't care, okay? It's just their glance is not focused on you at that stage. But continuing down further the roads with your agenda, you're gonna make him see that, you know, you are doing something great, and these people are to appreciate it. Either those people are your family, your co-workers, your boss, we always need to, or we are always trying to step out with something, and it seems that you have found a way to do so in one or many of the fields of your life. Which leads us to the next card here, and that will be the Sun card, and this is the positive aspect. So the Sun card is a bit of conditional, and it only takes place if you are able to overcome the challenge, not get discouraged that there is no one there to applaud you, all right? And that will deprive you from reaching a peak of experience, not because you're going to do a bad job, but because this peak is not going to be appreciated by everybody that you want to. So what the Sun here points is that if we are talking about your career, then the Sun shows that whatever project you're working on, you know, or whatever plan you're trying to push on forward with can be and will be very lucrative. Even more, it has an enormous field moving forward to grow. It just has these energies of expand, and for that reason, you know, you should not drop off that idea. Same goes in regards to your relationship, but for relationships as well, the Sun even has a little bit of a different structure. It does point to more peace that you may how can I place it, that you may exert into this relationship, that you can establish in there peace in between you and your wife, peace in between you and your husband, peace in between you and your boyfriend, for example. It's simply the Sun points that as soon as you start incorporating this agenda into your relationship, whatever it is that you want, all right, you and your partner in there are going to bury down the tomahawks of war, okay? And not to mention that the Sun point that this is your natural unfoldment. I mean, this is the natural path that you should go forward. So what the Sun here really points to you, Taurus, is that whatever you do throughout the week of July 15th to July 21st, you're simply supposed to do it, okay? And you should not get discouraged if you not face the help that you hoped for, or the approval that you hoped for as well. The accompanied card here is going to be the Empress, and the formation is the active neutrals once again. So we are talking about here of a high amount of activity, okay? Because the Empress kind of tends to take the things slow, to detach from these activities, so it could make a decision, so it could make you know, kind of like more mature approach to the situation, which again, it's related with decisions. But as soon as you realize that you are meant to do whatever you are doing throughout the week, there is nothing there to decide, really. I mean, that will be completely enough for your personal determination to push the things to the very end, either because you're chasing someone to get married, you know, either because you're pushing a project and you want to see it successful. It's just, it takes the guts here to overcome, you know, the discouragement that there is going to be no one there to applaud you for it. And the last card that we do have for you guys is going to be the Moon card, which is the guidance that you are supposed to follow, or that it is advisable for you to follow. And the Moon card is another confirmation to the Sun card. It's just these both cards almost means the same thing as a follow-up and falling into these positions. Because as a guidance, the Moon points that even if it doesn't make any sense, you should not deviate from the path that you have chosen. And the Sun card as a positivity points you that you are moving into your natural path. So they are saying the same thing in a different way, all right? And this is a big confirmation that this week for you, Tauruses, you are destined to do or to establish the foundation of great things. So I strongly suggest you guys not to waste your time, but do something about stirring out things that you yearned for a long time and that you hoped for as well for a long time ago. The accompanied card here is going to be the Devil, and the formation, it is a passive friends that we do have. So Usually the moon doesn't show the end of the road here because the road is high, is hidden behind the summit, so you cannot see where you're going. But with the devil card as a catalyst to the moon, it does look like that you're going to a big wish of yours. I not very often say that, you know, tarot definitely shows wish fulfillment or dreams fulfilled or anything like that, you know. But pretty much as a guidance here, that is your guidance. You're gonna get a wish fulfilled, all right? This wish doesn't mean happiness, however, so that is something that you need to think about, all right? About how much you want something, you know, how much something means to you, this that you are to start working on throughout the week, either relationship or career. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be yours, either bitter or sweet. You have to tackle and deal with it, and you know, for that reason, you will have to find a way how to structure it in such a fashion that you're gonna feel comfortable with it. That's the whole point of the devil card, because you're gonna have the power, you know, to reach the end. And I hope that you're gonna like it, because it's something you wanted. And don't forget that sometimes the devil gives us what we want, so we realize that it is not what we really wanted, okay? But in your case, you're destined, it seems, to get it. Maybe the reason is gonna be so you realize that it's not what you wanted, and that is gonna teach you a big deal of lessons, you know. Some of you are gonna find that this is exactly what you wanted, and you're gonna be very happy afterwards. Well, I guess the time will tell. So that was your weekly tarot reading for July 15th to July 21st, 2019. I hope you enjoyed it and you liked it, guys, and we're going to see each other around. Until then, bye.